Good morning, everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Natalia Jura. Now I wanna tell you about Alaska and Yukon Sensation river rafting, wilderness, wet water, and personal natural beauty. Ready for one of the greatest river journey on earth, born among the chiseled snow-clad mountains of the Yukon. The Tessensein River flows with a casual grass patch fields of wildflowers and sweeping grasses on its relentless path to the sea. Explore this remote, rugged habitat of grizzly and black bear, mountain goat, moose, bald eagle, and osprey. Start the trip in lush forest and by the end, take in the breathtaking ice-edged scenery while rafting among icebergs. Join these epic adventures on easy rapids navigated by expert guides and the hiking tracks dazzling with wilderness that gratifies the soul. Please note that the itinerary and dates may slightly vary depending on river and water conditions, group abilities, and primary requirements. Rev Class 2 until 3 rapids over 132 miles down the river through a great wilderness frontier. Enjoy up-close view of roaming wildlife like grizzly bears, wolves, mountain goats, and moose. Hike through fields of wildflowers, sweeping glaciers and tracks, glaciers flakes, and camp riverside. Day 1. Arrive in Haines, Alaska. Arrive in Haines, Alaska by 3:30 p.m. to have enough time to check in and be ready for the 5 p.m. welcome meeting and the hotel. You'll meeting your guides and fellow travelers. Get oriented for the trip and walk to the warehouse nearby to pick up your gear and dry bags. Then, a celebratory dinner is served prior to an early evening to get ready for the big adventure ahead. Accommodation, housing let hotels, Haines. This Victorian-era hotel offers all the amenities of modern lodging in historic surroundings. Now National Historic Landmark, the Helsingland was once the commanding quarters of Alaska's notable First Sword. Many guest rooms are adorned with the original decorative Belgian fireplace or claw-footed bathtubs. Meals Dinner. Day 2. Travel to Dalton Post in Yukon Territory, Canada. After breakfast, meet at the Helsingland Hotel lobby and bar, fun for a beautiful 3-hour drive up the Chilkat River Valley, across the border into British Columbia, and onto Dalton Post in Yukon Territory, Canada. After ringing backs into the rafts, will push off on the Tessensin River. Sun pulls into the exhilarating Class 3 rapids of the Tessensin Jars, the largest section of technical rapids on the trip. Upon emerging into calmer waters, make camp along the river. Accommodation empty Sobek Camp Tessensin, Alaska. On each night of your Tessensin adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots right next to the river, often with views of glaciers, including in our expedition-style trip a three-person, four seasons, things for every two people. Plus dram, a rest, pants and fast sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals, carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 4 halts, 12 miles, rafting class 2 until 3 rapids. Transportation 3 halt private van transfer. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 3 Raft Silver Creek to Sediment Creek. The river slowly builds momentum over the next few days as we wing our way toward the beautiful Alps and noisy rates. Stay observant in the meandering streets of scanny forested river when it's prime country for moose, bear, and wolf. The beasts are often marked with the tracks of old deer. We will take the opportunity to lie over in this corridor for 2 nights, allowing you screening, hiking, and wildlife viewing. Accommodation empty Sobek Camp, Ted Sensini, Alaska. On its night of your Ted Sensini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots like next to the river, often with views of glaciers included in our expedition-style trip are present. For session, things for every 2 people, plus drum, red pads, and fresh sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 6 hours, 22 miles rafting class 2 until 3 rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 4 Sport with life on hikers. Enjoy a mellow morning at camp before your choice of a short or long hike to a spectacular overlook through all cottonwood trees and aspen forests. If you're lucky, catch fears of the animals themselves and making noise is encouraged in this wild environment. If the weather holds, the full day will be spent hiking in this spectacular area on this layover day. Accommodation Empty Sobek Camp, Ted Sensini, Alaska. On its night of your Ted Sensini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots right next to the river, often with views of glaciers included in our expedition-style trip are 3-person, 4 seasons, teens for every 2 people, plus them are reds, pets, and fresh sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals, careful prepared by the guides. Activity 2 until 6 hours, 2 until 4 miles hiking, 650 to 600 elevation gain and loss. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 5 Raft deeper into the Alsek Range. We will continue down the spectacular Tensensini River, winding deeper into the glaciers of the Alsek Range. Here, feel the landscape change from densely frosted, meandering river into steeper mountains with fast-moving braided river channels. Accommodation Empty Sobek Camp, Tensensini, Alaska. On its night of your Tatsunshin adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spot lands next to the river, overgrown with fields of glaciers, including in our expedition-style trip are 3-person, 4 season teens for every 2 people, plus tram or red spades and fresh sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German's meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 6 hours, 15 miles stretching class 2 until 3 rapids. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 6 continue down the Ted to Toex Creek. Continue down the spectacular Ted Sensini River, winding deeper into the glaciers of the Alsek Range. Here, feel the landscape change from densely forested, meandering river into steeper mountains with fast-moving braided river channels. You'll encounter monkey, winds rapid, and many small creeks that contribute to tripling the water level of the river since you started the journey. Accommodation empty Sobek Camp, Tetsensin, Alaska. On its night of your Tetsensin adventures, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots like the next to the river of Dawn, with fields of glaciers included in our expedition-style trip, are 3-person, 4-season, teams for every 2 people, plus dorm or red beds and flat sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 6 hours 20, 20 29. Activity 6 hours 29 miles rafting class 2 until 3 rapids. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 7 reads the confluence with the Alsek River. Day 7 reads the confluence with the Alsek. Day 7 reads the confluence with the Alsek River. The mountains, river, and wildlife become more spectacular as the swift-flowing river brings us closer to the majestic confluence with the Alsek River, a place many call the center of the universe. The comprehensive vista spans the broad expanse of Bud River Forest, flanked by more than 20 different gracious accommodation in Pisobe Camp, Tetsensin, Alaska. On its night of your Tetsensin adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots arranged next to the river, adorned with fields of glaciers. Included in our expedition-style trip are 3-person, 4-season teams for every 2 people, plus germ red pants and fast sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 4 hours 15 miles rafting class 2 rapids. Meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 8 experience the dramatic Walker Glacier. Below the confluence with the Alsek River, the scenery becomes even more dramatic and the river turns into a series of gravel branches in a 3-mile wide valley, rounding the corner at the end of a long straightaway. See the dramatic scene of the Walker Glacier. Its blue and white spirals dominate the view for several hours. If conditions allow, take some time to watch the glacier and maybe even fall near its terminus. Accommodation in Pisobe Camp, Tetsensin, Alaska. On its night of your Tetsensin adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots right next to the river, often with fields of glaciers, including in our expedition-style trip are 3-person, 4 seasons, teams for every 2 people, plus dorm, rest beds, and fast sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 5 hours 17 miles rafting class 2 rapids, meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 9 for the Alsek River and hike. The surrounding high peaks rise sharply from the banks to directly glaciated. Some summit. This is as each country as literally dozens of large and small glaciers fill every vista around the tiny reefs, left the immense snow-capped glaciers and flow toward Alaska Lake, dominated by looming 15,320 foot moon floodwater, spurred many species of birds, including both Atlas semi-plumaged plovers, spotted sandpipers, northern phalaropes, American pipits, and more. Accommodation empty Sobek Camp Tetsunsini, Alaska. On its neck of your Tetsunsini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spot right next to the river of the with falls of glaciers, including in our expedition-style trip are 3-person, 4-season teams, 4 even 2 people, plus drum, a red pets and fresh sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. Activity 5 hours, 16 miles rafting meals. Activity 5 hours, 16 miles rafting meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dating reads Alsek Lake and the Knop. Pass tracks several different mountain ranges and finally enter Alsek Lake. Watch and listen as giant chunks of ice calves into the water from the 7-mile face of the Alsek glaciers. The ice banks here, here, here are larger. The The icebergs here are larger than those in Glaciers Bay. Some icebergs are 7-5 feet high. The guides row among ice floes sculpted into bizarre fluted over camping phantasmagorics shapes a veritable iceberg's garden with a little lake. Catch a glimpse of impressive moon fairwater, the tallest peak in the tallest peak in Glacier Bay National Park, looming in front of the camp accommodation empty Sobek Camp Tetsunsini, Alaska. Its night of your Tetsunsini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots. On its night of your Tetsunsini adventure, you will enjoy camping in spectacular spots right next to the river of the with falls of glaciers, including in our expedition. Start trip are 3-person, 4 seasons, teams for every 2 people, plus turn a red pets and fresh sleeping bags. At lunch and dinner time, you will enjoy German meals carefully prepared by the guides. The activity 3 hours, 15 miles rafting meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day 11, deeper from dry bay by bush plan. After navigating stroke-breaking icebergs, chunks known as birds beats into the flat, frosted plains beyond Alsek Lake arrive at the dry bay outpost along the estuary of the Als Reef. Board a small aircraft for a spectacular charter flight to Yakutat. Activity 3 hours, 15 miles rafting, transportation 1 hour charter flight, meals, breakfast, lunch. Thank you for your attention.